Hi everyone. So I'm going to make a quick card. I thought I'd do something really quick and simple for those who need something really quick and simple. And I'm going to use some Stampin' Up! Ink in Blueberry Bushel. I believe this is quite long now, retired, but if you have that, use any blue that kind of works with. This happens to be very similar, if not the same colour cardstock, so I've got that. I'm also using the Simon Says Stamp trio of balloons. This came in the April card kit. There's 3 little balloons in there, so we're using the largest one. I'm also using, from the same April kit, this is called Life is a Party. Party? How old am I? And I'm going to do a couple of things. No, I'm not. I'm just going to use this for the sentiment. I've got a few cards going on at the same time. For the sentiment, I've got some ribbon and some twine. There's the balloon and the little piece that it cuts out for like the, what's that called, like the reflection. I'm going to use both, and then I'm going to highlight this piece, but I'll show you that in a bit. And then I also have the new, again in the card kit, this is the Dimensional Stars embossing folder. It's kind of like a 3D embossing folder, and it creates this very cool 3D star thing. So I've done a whole piece of the background in that. I nearly forgot, I also want to use a, just move some things out of the way. I also want to use, I want to kind of emboss, not emboss, I want to kind of highlight half of this card, this piece, just for something different. So I might just use white, or I might grab a, let's see, should I do antique linen, distress oxide, or just in case you haven't got oxides and things like that, but you might have a white pigment ink. So it doesn't look white, but it is white. So we'll start with that. So we'll use that as well. This is Versacolor Ultimate Pigment Ink in white. So we'll use that as well. And then I just have a card base. This is just some pinky purpley. I just chucked a bunch of colours together to see if, and you know, whatever worked in my head. So like these 2 pinks are not the same pink, but they work together. So right, so let's start with this. So what you're going to do is roughly halfway, you're just going to drag the ink pad down. So you take your ink pad, I'm going to go sideways. If you had a Stampin' Up! One which are wider, then you know, it work a bit better. So about halfway, and you're just going to lightly drag over the top, like so. Now this is a bit dry, it's really, really old, so just like that. And it just gives it a bit of a highlight. Now you can see there, it's also edged the card there, but that's okay. Just something. I'm now wondering whether I need more contrast. I might grab the antique linen as well. You don't have to do this, I just feel like I need more colour. I think it's because this one's dry, so oh, that's better. And I don't mind the distressy look in the background. That doesn't bother me. So. But it just gives that nice look. And because this is still wet, well, it's pigment, you can kind of push that ink around if you don't like that sort of distressing in the background. But I'm not that bothered. So then I'm going to take some of this ribbon and my trusty scissors, which seem to be loose. And then we're just going to sort of stick it on there. You could use tape, and actually I'll just grab some. Use some good old Scotch tape, or other brands are available. Just grab a couple. And then just pop the ribbon where you want it. I want it about halfway, so roughly. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then just stick the ribbon to the card like so, and then you've got this nicely set up there. I'm now going to stick this to this. You can tell I'm organised. Whenever you emboss a piece of cardstock, just put adhesive all the way around, just so it doesn't get a bit like, doesn't want to pop off your card. I think I've said that before, but just so you know. And then I'm going to pop this here. Like so. And then we're going to work on this piece. So for me, I am going to use the blueberry bushel. Oh, before I do that, let me grab the sentiment. And you can use quite a few of these, will fit into the big one, big thingy bob. We could just do the XOXO, that's cute too. Sending hugs and kisses. Actually, let's do that. XOXO, sending hugs and kisses. Or life's a pie. Well, let's see, you could use any of them. So, I like the XOXO, funny enough. It's not what I was going with initially, but we're going to do that now. So XOXO, and then I think I am going to do XOXO. And then I'm going to use that as well. We're going to wing this a little bit. Right, so I'll show you what I'm doing that without in a minute. So I am going to grab a block. Now with new stamps, you could stamp it and then stamp it off onto scrap paper a couple of times, or just rub your fingers over it. It's just because of the machine oil and stuff. So no biggie. And then I'm going to take the blue and just pop this on here. XOXO. Yo. Woohoo. Ta-da! So we have that, and then I have the solid stamp. Ooh. It says it's gonna be a good day, which I love. So I think for that one, because it's going to be solid, I'm going to use I think I'm going to use the colour that's in the back, the base card, so that's the Berry Burst. I'm going to do it in that colour. Oops. And I'm just going to do that onto some white cardstock. If I had a piece, that would be useful. this will do. These are just scraps of cardstock. And this is kind of dry, so I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but we're going to see. Somewhat in the corner so I can just trim it pretty easily. That's pretty good. That works it right. I'm going to leave that for just for a second, just to dry a little. But there's the, it's going to be a good day. Yes it is. Yeah. And then I'm going to, I want to stick this at the back here so that it's kind of like one piece. So I will grab, you can use washi tape or something like that, that'll work too, but I haven't got any. So. Use regular tape just to hold it in place. Like so. And then this will sit on there, and then we need some string, whatever you've got ready. And this will just kind of trail wherever. But to start with, I'm going to tape it to the back of the balloon. I think I'm going to grab a glue dot just for behind this little area here. And that just holds it kind of in place over there. So now I'm going to add some foam. Little foam dot things, square things, whatever you want. Whatever you want things. I have to put that either side of it just because of the string. I'm just going to pop this where I want it. About there, that'll do. And then the string, I want to just kind of have it kind of like that. So to do that, I'm just going to use some wet adhesive. Hope that this still works. And it should. So just going to draw a line of adhesive like so, and then just add, because the string will just move where you go, you just sort of add it to the glue and then press it down, and it should hold it in place, so you should be good. And I would let that dry a bit before you trim this off, otherwise it might just get a bit weird, or it might lift off. Right, so while that's doing that, let's see if I can cut this thing out. Big scissors. Always handy. Right, so that's somewhat worked. Perfect. That's where lining it up on the edge of the card helps, because you've got two sides then that are already done and you just have to focus on cutting the rest of it. You can use a paper trimmer to do this as well, which I do quite a lot, but not today, obviously. And I'm also going to pop that up, but I'm going to need to cut these down. Let's see, I might need thirds, which is fine. Oops. Come on. Now I could put it here. Or down the bottom. I kind of wanted to put it across the XOXO. I don't know why. I feel like that just made sense to me. Yeah. Hugs and kisses is oh, it says is gonna be. I didn't even read it properly, but anyway. Still cute. Note to self, learn to read the stamps first. Yeah. Right, just trimming this one off. Perfect. Actually, don't know if this will work. No. I could have tied a little bow or something there as well, but it's fine. It's fine. And then one more thing I want to do. If I can remember where I put it. Add some glossy accents to the shine mark. Right, and that should be good enough. That's also why I left it in the same colour, because I figured balloons, if they got a shine mark on them, although you can put them in a white or an off-white, I just feel like that makes sense for me right now. So that'll be nice and shiny when it dries. Well, it's kind of shiny now, but when it dries. So there you go, guys. Very simple. Hugs and kisses card to a friend, just to say it's going to be okay. It's going to be a good day. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye!